It was a bright morning on Bird Island. The hatchlings, those tiny, fluffy and mischievous little birds, were playing tag near the seashore. They laughed, rolled in the sand and splashed in the waves. Everything seemed perfect. Suddenly one of them, Ella, noticed something strange floating near the rocks. "Hey, what's that?" she chirped. The others ran over, Pip, Lily and Bo. They gasped as they saw 3 small eggs, gently bobbing in the water, half covered by seaweed. "They're eggs," cried Lily. "But where are their parents?" The hatchlings looked around, but there were no nests nearby, no grown birds in sight. The waves were getting stronger and the eggs looked cold and alone. Without hesitation, Pip said, "We can't leave them here. We have to save them." Together, they formed a tiny chain and carefully pulled the eggs to safety. Ella used a large leaf to dry them while Bo built a little nest out of twigs and grass. "There," he said proudly, "safe and warm." But as they admired their work, trouble arrived. From the trees above, a few mischievous pigs had spotted them. "Mike, look what we have here, unguarded eggs," snorted one pig, licking his lips. The hatchlings huddled together, trembling. "We can't let them take the eggs," Pip shouted bravely. Meanwhile, far away on another part of the island, Red and Chuck were patrolling the skies. They heard the distant squeals and hurried to the scene. Just as the pigs were about to grab the eggs, Red swooped down with a fierce battle cry. Chuck zoomed around, confusing the pigs with his speed. Bomb appeared moments later, puffing and ready to blast if needed. The pigs squealed in panic and scattered into the forest, dropping their stolen baskets. The hatchlings cheered, "Yay! We did it!" Red landed beside them, smiling proudly. "Good job, team. You kept the eggs safe." But there was still one mystery left. Who did the eggs belong to? The hatchlings carried the eggs carefully to the nearby cliffs, where the older birds helped search. Finally, they found a mother and father bird crying near a broken nest. When they saw the hatchlings carrying their missing eggs, tears of joy filled their eyes. "Oh, our babies!" cried the mother bird, hugging her eggs gently with her wings. "Thank you, little ones. You saved our family." The hatchlings chirped happily, proud of what they'd done. Even Red smiled softly. "You kids showed real courage today," he said. That night, under a sky full of twinkling stars, the hatchlings gathered around the nest. They watched as the eggs began to wiggle. Tiny cracks appeared, and suddenly 3 fluffy chicks popped out, chirping loudly. "Welcome to the world," Pip shouted with excitement. Everyone laughed and celebrated. The parents hugged their new hatchlings tightly, while the older birds sang softly. And from that day on, the hatchlings understood something important, that bravery isn't about size or strength, but about doing what's right even when you're small.